Thank you for watching Not My Bag.
If you're watching this, make sure to like and subscribe.
If you're listening, give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
You chose to couple up with Kai.
Yes.
So was that like the start of, okay, we might be getting onto something?
Yeah,
sort of
that
vibe?
was the first situation where I was like, okay.
It's a bit more serious.
Yeah, I'm genuinely attracted to this guy.
Yeah.
And we do really get on.
Yeah.
And he's really sweet.
Lovely
and
teeth.
Lovely teeth.
Lovely teeth.
Lovely teeth.
Nice teeth and eyes. That's what Mum always says. Always look at the teeth and eyes. So the initial attraction with him is like 100% there when you...
Yeah, well, I picked him on the first
Of
day.
course. So you're like ready to go.
Yeah, so everyone was like, this is so random. And I was like, guys,
Almost
do
like
you not
full-
remember I
full
picked
circle.
him? Yeah, it was.
Everyone in the villa, this is so random.
I was like,
What the fuck?
I picked him on the first day, bitches.
Yeah.
And then didn't you do like a challenge and get voted like least compatible or something with Kai?
No, it was one of the dumpings, I think.
Oh,
when
right.
Ellie and Jordan went and we were in the bottom three.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What did you
I
feel
genuinely
like?
wasn't bothered.
Yeah.
Like, I really wasn't until I went into Casa and all the boys started putting things in my head.
This happens every season.
It does.
It does.
And I don't think it was shown, but they were saying so much to me.
What, like from watching it and saying what
Yeah,
they
being
think?
like,
He's not
Kai's
into
not
you.
genuine. Like, Martin was like, you know, you're not his first, second, or even third choice. Like, he only got
I
you 'cause
remember
you were
that.
single.
Martin loved to stir the pot.
Oh, he
I'm saying,
did.
he came in on smoke. He was like,
He was
I'm
over this
ready.
popcorn,
Yeah,
like,
but then
I'm ready.
for
I
real.
kind of felt a bit bad for you because obviously things were like with Kai, it was decent, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
oh, Casa.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
it.
So did you think you were solid enough going into Casa? With
Yeah.
Kai? Yeah, you did.
I think we were in a good place.
Yeah.
And then when I got into...
No, I'm giggling because like, obviously you did forget his name. So I was like asking about it. You're
Did
like,
I? I don't remember. Did I?
Yeah,
I'm joking.
but no, funny.
Yeah, that was mortifying. That was
But
honestly
after getting to know
mortifying.
you, sat here, like I can
You
tell
can
you're just
see
100
why.
miles out. I forget people's names as
Yeah.
well. So I feel you.
I was thinking, do I say I don't feel well and go inside? Because I couldn't remember anything from my brain.
But it's,
It was the red wine.
I bet
It was the red wine and the 6 handsome boys.
that's what I mean. It is a lot, isn't it? Because everyone says my head's not going to turn, and then obviously you're faced with like
Yeah.
either 6 beautiful girls, 6 beautiful boys, sort of thing. Like, what do you do?
Well, the first day I wasn't chatting to anyone. I genuinely
Just kept yourself
I
to yourself,
didn't want to
like-
get to know anyone. I
Yeah.
wasn't bothered. And then, you know, us girls had a chat and we thought, let's give these boys a fair chance.
Sure.
Yeah.
They've gone through the same sorry, I'm speaking. They've gone through the same process we have, and
They're here for the same reason.
They're here for the
Like-
same reason, and we
Yeah.
need to give them, you know, our open mind and give them a chance.
So then when they were saying the things that they'd seen by watching it before, like,
Yeah.
what was that like? Did you believe kind of what they were saying? Were you taking it with a pinch of salt? Because you know they've probably got intention behind what they're
Yeah,
doing.
I was trying to take it with a pinch of salt, but then there was one challenge we did where every single boy was like naming Kai, and they were really
Right.
going in on him.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And you
what
thought, if
am
it's
I
one
missing?
person, then fine. But if it's collective, you start
Yeah,
to think,
and I
okay.
shouldn't have thought about, you know, the public's opinion, but then it did have me questioning.
they're
So what are
watching at
everyone
home.
seeing that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not? Like, is he saying things behind my back?
But then also
Okay.
it's hard
Yeah.
because we don't even see 24 hours of your life. We see an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And then we might get, do you know what I mean, 5 minutes of what's actually happened in your day, but then obviously you've had another 23 hours in that
Oh,
day.
yeah. You miss
it's so
so
hard. But
much.
especially with Casa, I think, because you're jumping from villa to villa. Well, we're watching it and they're jumping from villa to villa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're having these really important chats probably, and they don't show it because they're showing, I don't know, Lana and Ron have a kiss. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
necking
like-
off in the pool.
What I
Yeah.
want to know is the tea. Like, is there anything that happened in Casa that we didn't see?
Oh.
Actually, do you know what we've seen? Because have you watched anything back
No,
yet?
I
You
haven't.
So is there
Only a
anything,
few, only like the main
Yeah.
points.
Is there anything
yeah.
in Casa that is juicy?
What happened in Casa? Not really. I think...
Was it actually quite boring?
To be fair, I guess
It
you'd probably
was.
have to watch it back, and then you probably will be like, actually, that day,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
happened. Why is it being
Yeah,
filmed?
I'd
Do you know
have
what
to
I mean?
watch it back. Nothing that I can think of specifically.
Yeah.
There's a few things that weren't shown that were funny, though.
But that, do you know what?
I was about to say this. They always cut out the funny
you were
bits
gonna
when
say
they
that.
do like the cut down stuff, and you watch it online on TikTok and stuff. I'm like, this was funny. Why was
No,
it
so
shown?
there was one you boys would have been cracking up. So me and Lana were sat opposite Zara and Tanyelle, and they were like going in on each other about like who was better, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj.
You're
like,
right up with that.
no, but they were like really going in.
I
It
get
was
heated too.
hilarious.
I love rows like that.
No, but Sarah was like, I know people who know Nikki personally, and she is not like that. And
You were sitting there like,
they were like going in, blending their foundation really hard because they were like, really, it's
That's
so
like
funny.
the workroom in Drag Race. That's the vibe it's giving me. Like,
No, but it was hilarious.
That is so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
it was.
and then there was all the drama of the recoupling after Casa.
Yes.
And how was that, like, standing behind that door, obviously with Maxwell?
Yeah.
Wait, you probably can hear what's going on. You can hear Maya and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you're just literally standing there. Like, what was that like?
Oh, I was shaking.
Yeah.
I was so nervous to
I can
go
see
through
it in your
those
eyes.
doors. Yeah.
You
like
were
when you
composed
came
though, to be
out.
fair. You came out, you
Really?
were composed, but it was just like, I was like, shit.
Yeah, I don't know what was going through my head, and I didn't know how I was going to be once I
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what came out of my mouth.
Were you
oh.
worried about Kai before the recoupling?
I didn't. I think from what the boys had said to me, I thought there was a strong percentage that he'd be sat there with someone.
fine.
But until you walk through those doors,
Never
Yeah.
know.
you don't know.
Because it was like, wasn't it with Casey at the recoupling, and he recoupled with
Oh
Claudia,
my God.
But
Yes.
he was really close with, I forgot her name, from the part of the Casa
Cynthia.
girls. Yeah, was it
So
Cynthia? Yeah.
Was he close then?
Yeah, like he was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
they
the
were
shocker
really
at
close.
home.
Really?
And that's why
You
she's...
thought he
No,
was going to...
my jaw dropped.
And that's why she was like crying
I
at the
felt
recoupling.
bless
so
her.
bad for her as well because it was so muggy. That was so muggy.
But the thing is,
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
After the straddling.
I know.
Yeah. And I genuinely thought, and this is what I mean, how the show throws you off. I genuinely thought like he's going to couple up with Cynthia, then Claudia's
The way
going to
they
come back
edit it
in,
is just
and
amazing.
and it didn't. So then when you were waiting to come out and stuff, and Kai had coupled up with Sanam, I was like, what do you expect?
I knew
We didn't know
what-
what
Did
to
you know
expect.
I was going to
I
come
knew what
through?
was coming though. Like,
Yeah.
Did
kind of
you?
knew what was coming.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was
Do you know
expecting.
what?
I
It
honestly
gave me the
don't.
same energy as like Dammy in India.
Oh, okay.
It gave me like that kind, not in a bad, like obviously not in a bad
Yeah,
way. It
no,
was just
no,
like that type of situation.
Yeah.
And I could just tell he was like just looking fuming.
And
just
do you
like,
know what? It's because he had such a grin on his face. That's the only reason that I bit back.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I thought he was doing it in a smug way.
Yeah.
Right.
When
yeah.
he actually said he was like happy for me.
Fine.
Yeah, and you
So
thought
then
it was
when he
being
said that, I was like,
sarcastic.
oh.
I'd take a smile badly.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but like even if he was like, no, I'm in the moment, like I'm genuinely,
Yeah.
but he obviously didn't say it. It's just like,
Yeah, just smiling his head off.
I would have been pulling my earrings off.
No,
But obviously,
literally.
we don't see you having that final chat with Maxwell to be like, I want to take you back. So
No.
what was that
Yeah.
like? 'Cause
So
obviously-
we do like a recoupling at Casa.
Okay.
Oh, do you?
Like a, just so everyone knows the sit.
Where they stand, sort of
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
before we go back in. So he knew he was coming back in.
Fine.
And then all the other boys, bless them, have to
Yeah.
like wait around knowing that they're not coming back.
that is sad.
Free holiday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.